Some threats aren't seen but felt, a chill in the air, a shadow stretching beyond reason. Slenderman is more than a presence, he's a psychological and dimensional enigma. This is the Shade Protocol, a contingency for the faceless terror that defies reality. Subject analysis. Slenderman is a tall, slender humanoid with abnormally long limbs and a featureless face, often dressed in a dark suit. He possesses complex abilities, including spatial manipulation, inducing hallucinations, and causing severe mental distress. Victims report paranoia, memory gaps, and irrational behavior when in his proximity. He gains power through fear and can appear or disappear at will across vast distances. Slenderman is vulnerable to certain disruptions like electromagnetic interference and sensory overload, which weaken his dimensional and psychological manipulation. Containment requires blocking his ability to shift dimensions and neutralizing his effect on personnel. Incapacitation strategy. Neutralizing Slenderman relies on destabilizing his dimensional abilities and severing his psychological influence. Slenderman's spatial movement is disrupted by a high-frequency electromagnetic interference field, EMIF. The field destabilizes his ability to phase or teleport, effectively grounding him to a contained area. If the EMIF alone is insufficient, sensory overload can weaken Slenderman's concentration and diminish his influence. Using strobe lights, high-pitched sounds, and infrasound pulses disrupts his ability to maintain focus and control, leaving him vulnerable to containment. Containment strategy. Once disoriented, Slenderman is confined within an anti-dimensional containment chamber, ADCC, a cell reinforced with an electromagnetic grid that blocks any attempts at phasing. The chamber's impermeable walls prevent dimensional shifts, while holy symbols lining the interior disrupt any psychological interference. Slenderman's influence is curtailed by isolation. The ADCC removes all light and sound, preventing him from feeding off fear or manipulating perceptions. Only remote monitoring should be used to prevent personnel exposure. Inside the ADCC, a psychic disruption field PDF is maintained to neutralize his mind-affecting powers, creating a barrier against any psychological effects Slenderman might attempt to use. Breach Response Protocol. If containment fails, deploy the Shade Response Team, equipped with electromagnetic disruptors and visual dampening visors to avoid eye contact. Their objective is to corral Slenderman back into containment using EM disruptors, maintaining a safe distance to limit exposure to his psychological influence. Personnel in critical breach situations are equipped with low-level magnetic pulse devices to shield against Slenderman's psychological influence, preventing fear-based responses. Termination Contingency. Termination is only authorized if Slenderman poses an imminent threat. It involves sustained EM pulses paired with sensory overload to destabilize his form completely, effectively neutralizing his dimensional abilities. Given Slenderman's unique capabilities, termination is a last resort option. Closing statement. Slenderman is a formidable psychological threat, combining physical and mental manipulation. Every measure here is designed to contain his abilities with minimal risk to personnel. Caution, distance, and strict control are vital. This is the Shade Protocol, and it's our best chance. If you found this protocol helpful, remember, I upload new contingency briefings every day. Your safety depends on preparation, so stay informed. If there's a specific threat you'd like analyzed, leave your suggestion below. Together, we'll ensure every contingency is covered.